Please note that a non-regulatory request regarding the freshwater nature of Ballona wetlands will be heard today under item 27. Please save any comments related to the Ballona wetlands request for item 27. Thank you. Melissa?
Thank you, President Silva. Comment, you will have 3 minutes.
Our first speaker will be Brock Dolman, followed by Jeanette Bosberg. I was unable to promote Jeanette Bosberg, so I'm just going to go ahead and allow her to speak. And the next speaker after that will be Margot Griswold. Margot, when you want to go ahead?
Good morning, commissioners and staff. I have a question regarding, since you are in partnership with the California Department of Fish and Wildlife to provide leadership for transparent and open dialogue where information, ideas, and facts are easily available and understood for us to discuss. Does the commission have the final responsibility for overseeing Department of Fish and Wildlife in their management and planning of ecological reserves? In that the Department of Fish and Wildlife would be managing in accordance with the primary purpose and goals per section 630 of specific ecological reserves. I ask this question because there seems to be a circular argument going on. So is the commission the final say, the final authority? And that's what I would ask. I don't know how I get my response. If CDFW is out of compliance with the commission's section 630 ecological reserve specific purpose and goals, and is out of compliance with Fish and Game Code 1580, the ecological reserve primary purpose, can the commission enforce the specific code and policy approvals for ecological reserves? Thank you.
The next speaker is Jeanette Bosberg, followed by Ken Franke.
Hi, I'm Jeanette Bosberg, Outreach Coordinator and Board Member of Grassroots Coalition. My topic is willful blindness on the part of CGFW Director Bonham when dealing with the Ballona Wetlands Ecological Reserve. Department Director Bonham and the California Fish and Game Commissioners and staff have been provided with data and information demonstrating extreme inconsistencies and failures to adhere to the Commission's strategic plan and department regulations, and failure to work honestly and openly and logically pertaining to the Ballona Wetlands Ecological Reserve. Ballona Wetlands is a predominantly freshwater seasonal wetland dating back approximately 4,000 years. Basic studies for which the public's trust has provided abundant financing have not occurred, such as in 2005 when Ballona was approved as an ER and the land management plan was announced, but never carried forward. The primary purpose of approval as an ecological reserve, 1580, protection of the natural resources, has not had adherence by the CDFW. Enforcement of commission policy approvals have not occurred and not been enforced by the commission. What good are commissions? Specific section 630 approvals for this ER when the commission does not provide enforcement of its approvals. The commission cannot ensure purpose and goals for an ecological reserve are met. Basic expert data has been ignored as willful blindness from both the department and commission, failure to carry forward basic policy and codes, such as a failure to perform a required and ordered land management plan for the ER. CDFW proposes digging up approximately half of the ER, another 20 to 30 feet deep, to create a full tidal saltwater bay. CDFW proposes turning a non-marine Section 30 ER into a section 632 marine preserve, something not approved by anyone, and contaminating multiple freshwater aquifers currently state classified as potential drinking water and a groundwater dependent ecosystem. The public paid $140 million to preserve a predominantly freshwater seasonal wetland preserve. The commission approved a non-marine freshwater marsh and salt marsh to support the wildlife habitat of Ballona and its adjacent land habitat wildlife corridors. Grassroots Coalition submits that the Fish and Game Commission shall ensure its approvals are carried forward because without an ability to enforce its policies
I'm
and
sorry, Ms. Wall,
regulations,
could you wrap up, please?
yes, there is no purpose of having an FGC. Specifically, or we're asking for CDFW and FGC to enforce its approvals
Commissioner
under
Silva,
section 630
Yes, Commissioner.
and fulfill
That's
land
okay.
management plan.
Can we
Next speaker is Patricia Mcpherson, followed by Dan Ryan.
Thank you. I would also like to support the comments made by Dr. Griswold with regard to policy and the Fish and Game Commission's strategic plan. The setting of California's, and I'm quoting here from the Fish and Game strategic plan, setting California's fish and wildlife resource management and policies and ensuring that these are implemented by the Department of Fish and Wildlife. Our ask is to be able to have a workshop with the commission so that we can, these are very circular arguments that we are finding with regard to the interface between the department and the Fish and Game Commission itself. And so what we would like to understand through this workshop is what are regulations of the commission, because they appear to be policies and we have no understanding of what force of law that those policies have, and how does the commission ensure that CDFW implements the approvals that first the department asks of the commission, and when the commission approves it, what is the follow-up force of law that allows the commission to enforce what it is already approved? And as a for instance, goal 3 from the strategic plan is to ensure that resource-related decisions are based primarily on the best scientific methodology information available. Well, a specific question that we have is, how does the commission ensure accuracy in section 1580 ecological reserves and CCR section 630 ecological reserves, which appears to be primarily the commission? How do they ensure accuracy in that language if and when updates necessary to correct ER specific sites, such as boundary changes that are done in marine sanctuaries? How do we correct these inaccuracies? And how does the commission provide the insurance of approvals adherence by CDFW? Thank you very much. Oh, I'm sorry. I do have one other person that is on this computer. So if you could let them, it's Greg McPherson. So it's the same name, but I don't know how to add in a person that is on the same computer.
Yeah, so just raise your hand again.
Okay. Thank you.
Kathy Knight, followed by Constantine Karpov.
Hello, my name is Kathy Knight, as you've heard. And I've been spending the last 27 years of my life working on saving nature in Los Angeles. And I just want to say I really love your mission statement to provide leadership for transparent and open dialogue where information, ideas, and facts are easily available, understood, and discussed to ensure that we have an abundant ecosystem here. And I just want to say I do support the comments that have been made previously by Patricia Mcpherson and Dr. Margot Griswold. Rather than restate them, I'll save you some time. And basically, I just want to see how can the commission ensure accuracy in section 1580 ER and CCR section 630 ER language when updates are necessary to correct boundary issue. And how does the commission, is it proactive in enforcing these issues? And I would like to see a workshop also on these issues, and so we can learn more about it. And thank you very much.
Greg McPherson?
Can you hear me?
Yes, go ahead, please.
Hi, my name is Greg McPherson, and I'm a fringe member of Grassroots Coalition. And I understand this is a policy discussion, and that is exactly what I'm trying to get clarity on, to understand the process of how the FGC works. And just to read the first sentence of your mission statement, the mission of the California Fish and Game Commission, in partnership with the California Department of Fish and Wildlife, is to provide leadership for transparent, open dialogue, and other nice things. I have to read that, coming from an aerospace background, that the mission of the California Fish and Game Commission makes it the primary or the alpha of these two parties. So I've got to presume that the FGC is the controlling entity over Fish and Game. Toward that end, and that's my understanding, over time, the commission's powers have been broadened as the legislature gives it further regulatory and management authority. It is becoming clear that the commission, which can rapidly and expertly deal with resource issues, is an effective means of meeting the needs of the public and the resources. What mechanism of the commission's regulatory and management authority ensures that the CDFW complies with the commission's desires? Is Title 14, Section 630, compliance to specific purposes and goals of an EIR fulfilled? Example, when CDFW is out of compliance with the Commission's Section 630 ER specific purpose and goals, and is out of compliance with Fish and Game Code Section 1580 ER primary purpose, how can the Commission enforce specific code and policy approvals for a specific ER? And toward that end, really trying to get clarity and to work well with everyone. And I certainly appreciate you guys all being here. We are asking for a workshop environment so we can further pursue these, because 3 minutes is hardly enough time to get us all working on the same planet. I yield back the rest of my time.
We have no other hands raised.
Okay, thank you, Sherry. I don't know if the commissioners have any other comments, but going through this, hearing the comments, there was about 5 or 6 speakers on the Ballona wetlands, and we're going to have that item on 27. I'd rather wait till we have that item to discuss what was brought up during the public comment.